Hello folks, bit of a random pub question but one at length today. I recently got asked what was my favourite ever beer, and it's not made anymore unfortunately, so it did used to be one called Yellow Belly. It was made by Buxton Brewery and Omnipollo in Sweden, and that was actually formed as part of like a rainbow project. They drew UK brewers with other ones around the world, and they were given a colour, and they drew yellow, and the purpose of that yellow, the prime meaning behind it was one of cowardice, and they came up with quite a bespoke bottle. If you ever saw it, you'd never particularly forget it. It was wrapped in white paper, and it had 2 holes cut inside it to look a bit like the Ku Klux Klan. And the whole background of that was that no one is as much as a coward as a racist who can't even show their own face. It was an 11% Imperial Stout, and it was an absolute banger of a beer. Unfortunately, it hit some legal issues. So there's another brewery in the UK called Bateman's. They also did a beer called Yellow Belly with a A in it. It's a 3.9% gold ale. I think it's like a vanilla ale sometime now. I don't think I'd confuse the two, but their lawyers claim that they did. So unfortunately, Yellow Belly's no longer in production. But after revealing what my favourite beer was, a fan of the channel Cam has sent me this. Very similar packaging. On the back, it's an Imperial Stout brewed with aromas of peanut and biscuit. It's 11%. It's brewed by Buxton in conjunction with Omnipollo. Very excited about this. I've had it out of the fridge for about an hour. Let's get it unwrapped and see what it looks like. The beer. It's got a bit of wax paper, and then it's quite a plain bottle. So Yellow Belly is a person who is without courage, fortitude or nerve, a coward. To us, one of the most cowardly deeds is to act anonymously, hiding behind a group, a signifying trait of institutionalised racism. This beer is brewed to celebrate all things new, open-minded and progressive. A peanut butter biscuit stout with no biscuits, butter or nuts. Taste, enjoy, don't be prejudiced. With love, Omnipollo and Buxton. Let's get this open and give it a try. Well, you're hit with the aromas already. I know Omnipollo sort of, they do focus in on stouts, but they're like an ice cream type thing, so they really do focus in on flavourings rather than putting loads of stuff into the mash. And you can really smell sweet peanut and biscuit as soon as you open that up. Let's plonk this into the glass. We've got sort of a fairly roughish, clean pint glass going on here. A wee bit of head on that. That's fizzing up quite nicely. It smells amazing. You can really smell an Imperial Stout strength, which is what was really good about the original one, is that it was sweet. You had loads of biscuit, loads of peanut, but you had a really nice bitter finish. Even with the head on it slightly fizzing away. Really smells of biscuit, but there's an underlying like licoricey strength to it. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh. Wow. There is serious flavour to that. It's an absolute assault on the senses. Front of your tongue, it's really sweet, peanutty sweet, almost, it's like an ice cream sort of texture and flavour to it, very creamy. And then when it's hitting the back of your mouth, it's becoming a much more bitter. Like a slight licoricey, but then you get I suppose a bit like a tiramisu where you've soaked the biscuits in like a brandy. That sweetness sort of like slowly but surely ebbs into something that's much more rich and textured. I'd like to say you can feel the 11%, but you can't. I wonder if my ears will start burning in a bit and I'll give it reveal it away. But it's yeah, you can feel it on your chest. You know, sometimes when you have a strong beer, your sort of your lungs go into shock a little bit. It's a bit like, oh my god, what are you drinking? But the smell, it just sort of delivers all the way through. That tastes amazing. I won't drink it too fast. I've got a keenness that I probably will do, but as it is 11%, I will enjoy it at my leisure. Whatever connection that is between Yellow Belly and the beer, who knows? We'll leave that to the lawyers at Bateman's. I don't suck that brewery anymore just because such a wonderful project was shot down by their legal team. But welcome to the beer. This is pretty good and my new favourite beer that I can actually buy. Cheers. Oh yes.
People writing songs and voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence.